As you can see from the title, a springtime drink. I'm gonna show you guys how to make it. Tried this out from my aunt. She made it a couple times. No blender required. So you can probably drink it at midnight or whenever you want while people are sleeping. Real simple drink to make. I can't wait to show you guys. Real easy. Just need stuff that's around your house in the fridge. Don't have to buy anything unless you have to. So gonna do that. So stay tuned. So gonna show you guys how to make a springtime drink you can enjoy on a warm day. Got some simple ingredients. Any flavor of ice cream of your choice. Gonna start with that. And then second ingredient is mango. So the drink requires only 2 ingredients, although you can add more. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So stay tuned. Alright, so gonna grab the ingredients. Gonna grab the supplies in the kitchen. First things first. Gonna get the coffee mug. That's all it's required. And the ice cream in the freezer. Plus the mango. So, gonna do that. Bowl of mango. So I peeled 2 of them, so we got plenty. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna grab the spoon. Last thing. And napkin. Never know when you'll need it. Okay, so got the mango. So first, I'm going to get the ice cream container open. So yesterday, the first trial drink, I used 2 scoops of ice cream. But you can use more if you need to, 2 or 3. Using vanilla, although you could use chocolate. Doesn't matter what flavor of ice cream you use. But I got vanilla today, so I'm gonna use that. Gonna get a couple scoops out. Alright, so gonna heat the ice cream up. Alright, so 30 seconds done. I did an additional 3 seconds. So in the coffee mug, it has the texture of milkshake, sort of speak. So now the mango, I am going to go ahead and mash that up. Gonna do it on a plate. So mangoes are soft, so no knife to actually use. They're already cut. I took care of that yesterday. Of course, that takes a while, so I did all that way before. And just using a few fingers to mash everything. Mangoes are nice and ripe. These are perfect for a salad, perfect for dessert. These are great for making pie if you want to, or pretty much anything. So mashing up some mango, again, no blender required. Those are noisy. It'll wake people up when they're sleeping. So I got a good amount here, and gonna smash a little bit more. So comment below. What's your favorite springtime activity? Going on a picnic? Or going to the park to fly kites? Comment below. I like to pretty much enjoy being outside. I will fly kites on occasion, or go on long walks, or just hang out, hear the birds, or pretty much everything you can think of. Springtime, lots of things to do outside. Well, of course, we had some rain, but needed the rain. Overall, helps the plants. But yeah, love springtime. It is perfect. Good for reading a book outside, or eating lunch with family. Either way, however you spend your springtime. No judgment here. Either way, to each his own. Overall, the only downside of spring, of course, pollen level gets very high, and sneezing, allergy season. Overall, still love spring. Yeah, so comment below, let me know if you like to read a book outside, or spend spring having a picnic. Perfect time of year as it's getting warmer. Temperatures are perfect and I love it. So perfect season. So mashing up the mango. These are soft enough to where you don't really need a spoon to do this. You can actually use a few fingers. So taking care of that. And I got a couple. I used 2 big slices already. Actually gonna do a little bit at a time. So this is perfect. Got a good amount on the plate. I'm gonna go ahead and pour my amount in the coffee mug. Alright, so I got some mango in here. I am going to take the spoon and go ahead and stir that a little bit. Now this is now melted ice cream, but it's good. This is what we're using to make the drink. So mango and ice cream are the 2 ingredients. Gonna add a couple drops of water in, even though it's not really an ingredient, but it keeps it from getting hard in the freezer. So stirring a little bit, and you can stir as long as you need to. I did about 40 seconds, but you could do, depending on your choice, a little longer. Taste test. Okay. You get the mashed mango, and the texture is perfect. So looks good. I'm going to go ahead and mash in some more mango. So I'm not really gonna add in a couple of drops of water yet. So dealing with the mango, I got 2 slices in here already mashed. So I'm gonna do the 3rd slice of mango, and these are nice and soft, so it's way easier to work with. The hard mangoes, I don't recommend you try mashing those. It'll take you too long. Costco has the ripe mangoes since it's mango season. I got another container of them yesterday, so got more in the fridge, and I still have plenty in the bowl, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that. So using my thumb and index finger to mash everything up, and you can use more if you need to. These are real easy to just mash up with your fingers. You could use the back of the spoon, but they're not flat enough to press down. So this is perfect. And soft mango is actually perfect for this recipe. Love a good springtime drink when the time of year comes. So my aunt's been doing this for quite some time. How long? I don't know, but she's been doing it ever since she tried it out. And she learned this from one of my neighbors. So this is pretty good. Now I learned how to do it, so I'm doing it for you guys. On camera, of course. Overall, this is perfect. First batch yesterday, tried it out, and the 2 scoops of ice cream didn't really hold up too long. The water did dilute it a little bit, so I added in 3. So we'll see how that goes. Overall, I can't wait to try it. Got that. And another piece of mango. Gonna squish that. And then gonna pour everything in. So if you have a springtime drink, let me know in the comments what it is. Whether it's a nice lemonade or a nice cup of fruit punch, let me know below. So, love to know what you guys like to drink in the springtime. Personally, I like to drink what I'm doing now, the mango ice cream milkshake, without the blender. This is perfect. Overall, either way, any springtime drink will do. Okay, so put everything away. I'm going to stick the mug in the freezer for about 2 or 3 minutes. Gonna do that. So, while that is going, I am going to use this time to actually check on some things here. Fridge is clean, so while that's going in the freezer, that'll take a few minutes. We don't want it to be too thick, so I used 3 slices of mango, soft mango, and mashed those up. So I mashed up 2 and then mashed up 1, although it's better to do it one by one, but either way you want to do it. 3 scoops of vanilla ice cream, which hopefully should hold up. Added in 7 drops of water. So that's in the freezer. In the meantime, I'm going to do a little cleanup here at the table. Pretty dusty, so I'm gonna go and do that real quick. Alright, so doing little circles to get the dust off the table. It always gets very dusty, so doing that in the meantime. Overall, when you guys do this at home, good to clean while you're working. Makes the job less as you do it, so you don't have too much to worry about, and not a lot of cleaning. I like cleaning up as I work, so I have less to wash. So, took care of getting the plate washed, don't have to worry about it. So, it's perfect. So, gonna do a time check on things to see how it's going. Alright, 5:38. I am gonna check on things and see how it's going in the freezer. I got plenty of room in there for a coffee mug. So you could make 2 of the springtime drinks if you had more room in your freezer. But I don't. I have so much stuff in there. So gotta make 1 at a time. Gonna check on it, see how it's doing. So, coffee mug is cold, that's a good sign. Take the spoon, I'm gonna go in and stir. So I'm gonna do 30 seconds of stirring. Although you could do a minute if you want to, your choice. But I'm only gonna do 30 for the video. So it's got the consistency of sort of a milkshake. So that's a good sign. And I'm gonna keep stirring a little bit. I'm at 25 seconds, so I'm just about done. But even if you go over 30, it's not gonna matter. Take the spoon out. And perfect. Going to taste test again. Want to be just right. So it is liquidy, which is good. So unlike yesterday's batch, there was still some mango chunks in the coffee mug. But now it's all mashed up completely. So it's perfect. Going to check on how deep it is. Do I need to add anything? I could add a little more water. So I used 7 drops. There's still some room for more. The texture of the ice cream is still there, so that's a good sign. So I put it in the first time at 5:34 and then left it in there for 3 minutes. So I'm gonna put it back in again for another 3 minutes or 4. Overall texture is pretty good. Consistency wise, perfect. Not too liquidy, just perfect. Alright, so I'm adding in a few more drops of water. Then I'm gonna put it back in the freezer for another 3 minutes. Just in case anybody's wondering what's going on. You wanna add the water in a little bit at a time. You can't really add it in big amounts otherwise. The ice cream you started out with will get diluted, and of course we don't want that. So it's best to add in a couple of drops of water at a time. Doing that, and then gonna put it back in the freezer. Alright, so 5:51. I spent 5 minutes working on a little collage in the meantime. Gonna go check on the drink in the freezer since it's 5 minutes are up. So gonna go grab it. Okay, so it's nice and cold. I'm gonna stir again. So, good sign if the coffee mug is getting colder. Pretty good. I would leave it in the freezer for about 5 minutes just to be safe, so it has time to get cold. I still have the consistency of milkshake, which is of course what you want. Got the mashed mango in the coffee mug. Gonna stir for about another 30 minutes. So this drink it takes a while to make, but it's quick and easy. If you have visitors over, you can make a big batch of this, or you can have everybody make their own with vanilla ice cream and mango and 7 drops of water. So you can get some water from the water dispenser if you have one, or if you have any other water sources, you could do water bottles, although you have to do small amounts at a time, which is of course recommended by my aunt. But either way, it'll still taste good. Nice cold drink for spring. I've tried it out yesterday. It was a little bit too watery, but hopefully today it'll be a little bit better, since I used 3 scoops of ice cream instead of 2. So we will find out. So looks good. 30 seconds are up. Taste test. Here I go. Okay, so perfect. I will put it back in the freezer for another 5 minutes. Looking good. So technically, this will be the 3rd or 4th time going in, but I want it to be perfect, so I'm gonna go do that. Alright, 6:10. I put it in for 56, well, 5:56 I put it in, so that's about 14 minutes. So I'm gonna check on it. So toward the end, since I'm not gonna mix anymore, I put it in a little bit longer. Gonna grab it from the freezer. Alright, so cold coffee mug. Gonna dig in. Good mango. So unlike yesterday, I couldn't get into the mango because it's stuck to the bottom of the mug. But now I can. Since I added in a good amount and mashed everything up. This is real good. You get the good taste of vanilla, and the hint of mango. So it's more like a vanilla ice cream mango shake without the blender. So you can do this without waking anybody up. This tastes real good. Perfect drink for springtime. If you're tired of lemonade or fruit punch, this is perfect. So, getting a little bit of mango in every gulp. So it's pretty good. If you have visitors over, you can do this as a group activity. Everybody makes their own springtime drink. So just need a coffee mug. It works. You could use plastic cups if you want to, but I recommend the coffee mugs. They don't knock over that easily. So these are perfect. And make sure you have room in the freezer to put the cups so that the drinks can get cold. So a little bit of a recap. I did a little bit of of course, the basics. The 3 scoops of vanilla ice cream. Put it in the microwave for about 33 seconds. Take it out. Added in the mashed mango. And then stir it up a little bit for 30 seconds. And then add in 7 drops of water. Put it in the freezer for about 5 minutes, since you're still at the beginning. Then take it out. Add in a little water, but first stir, just to make sure you still have that milkshake consistency. You want that. And then you add the water in, and then back in the freezer for about 5 minutes. That's the second time. Take it out, and then stir once your 5 minutes are up. And then, if you need to, add in 7 more drops of water. Put it back in for the 3rd time. And then wait for about 5 minutes. Take it out. Do another stir for 30 seconds or a minute. Up to you. If you still have some room, you can add in a little bit of water. But not to where it's going to overflow. And then once it's at your desired height, almost near the top, but not too full, you put it in a little bit longer. So I put mine in. So the last time you put it in, the 4th time, you can leave it in for 14 or 15 minutes. And then take it out and enjoy. So everything tastes pretty good. There's plenty of mango in here. Good to have a spoon if you want to. This is real good. Perfect drink for a nice spring day. Overall, love it. So the mango kind of gives it a bit of a change of flavor. So you have a little vanilla, a little bit of mango. So you got kind of two flavors combined into one. And this is it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it enjoyable, give it a like, share with your friends, subscribe if you're new, and follow me on YouTube, Louise Arellano, and click on the notification bell so you don't miss an upload, which is every Sunday. If you have any questions about the vanilla mango drink, let me know in the comments. And until next time.